Okay, with the dash out here, we're gonna paint up all this yellow stuff. I wasn't going to, but I think it'll look a lot better to go ahead and do that. Taped everything up that I think was gonna get hit. I didn't tape over there. I think we're good there. Guess we could get some overspray there, but just trying to get everything right here that we can see, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna put the outside of this on here or if I'm gonna put the Fuel Tech in the inside of that and let it hollow like this. I haven't decided yet, so that's why we're gonna paint it. Okay, we used a little Duplicolor semi gloss. Oh no, wait a minute. This is flat black, isn't it? Flat black, yeah, flat black. All right, this is the harness underneath the dash. So what we're gonna do is, this is for the speaker on the passenger side. This is AC, well, the blower, wait a minute, here we go. Not even on camera. The blower motor. And all the AC stuff over there. This is the 4-way and the clock, which if I'm gonna keep that panel right there, which we probably should use some of that and repaint that too if we keep it. We'll figure out what we're doing. But we're gonna take these out, keep these in there, because we want these to work. The clock and the 4-ways gotta work so our turn signals work. And to that effect, these are heater controls, if I remember right. These are all heater. This one, trying to remember what this one goes to. The time I don't, I know this is stereo. This is gauges. This is for the dimming of the lights over there. I'm gonna keep that hooked up just because I'm not sure if that's not hooked up, if it doesn't do something with the lights or not. So that's something we're gonna have to figure out. We're gonna let it. But we know for a fact, like, this can go, this can go, this can go, this can go. So we're gonna do it, and the gauge instrument stuff can go. So we're gonna swirl all this harness on down real quick and tear it apart and make it smaller and put it back underneath that. All right, we hooked some power to it. We got our clock. We got our lights still. Everything there is working. Now we gotta make sure we still got our turn signals. Yep. Turn signals still work. Now we might be able to take some more stuff out of this harness. That side's still working, so yeah, I guess I better look, huh? Better make sure everything's working. That right there, when we take stuff out, we know what we did. If it still works or not. Now see, if we didn't hook up, see this, that's the 4-way working. Now we didn't hook up the 4-way. All right, that's out. You can see, won't work. And you can see, turn signals won't work. Without that being hooked up, I'll turn the turn signal on. And we'll plug this in. Turn signals work. Found that out a long time ago. So, One thing I'm going to keep here is that. And I think I can get rid of everything else. It doesn't matter. So, make sure we can get rid of this. That dimmer. I mean, we don't need to dim nothing no longer. So, we don't need the dimmer. Let that the way it is. That still works without the dimmer. So, we can take the dimmer out of here. Looks like, and all the gauges stuff. Now, I wonder which one. Let's unhook one of these. Okay, I'll unhook this one. Turn signal shut off. Turn signal still work. Everything still works. But, if I want my power to my clock, I have to still run this one. So it looks like that's the only thing that's gonna have to be in there would be the clock wiring. So I think what we'll do is we might not even worry about our clock. I was gonna worry about my clock. I don't think we will. Okay, those are working. Let's make sure. Make sure our lights work. It's only that one thing plugged in. Yes. So, I don't know. It's not much wiring to really take out. But I'm not sure I want to depend on that because I think all that goes into this. Some of this does go into that. We'll have to look at it some more, but yeah, we'll find out. We got the harness down to where we want it. These are what goes to your dash normally. Your dash plugs. I don't want to destroy anything. I want to keep this stuff. I got two that I daily, the auto and the turbo car. So all this stuff is good to me. And plus, if I'd ever want to, some reason, convert back to an OEM dash, which I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I want to keep this stuff to where it's plenty long enough to where I can use it in another car. And I kept some on the other side just in case I end up taking all these plugs out. Eventually, I could always put all this back together, put it in another car if need be. Should never have to, but everything there's out of there. They're out of there. Oh, good Lord. These are the speakers. The dash speakers, plugs. Right here's the heaviest section of it, which is all the heater stuff. Some nice wiring right there. Really nice wiring. If I don't end up ever using it for Tibby stuff, this is all really good wiring. This is like heater controls, radio, or just, I think just strictly heater this is actually. I think this is strictly heater. This is actually, it's still all intact. Never took it out, so this would be good for another car. I tried to keep everything as good as I could, and then we ended up with this left. Almost forgot. That's the dimmer switch. So all the green wires, other than one ground, that goes to ground. That dims everything in the car. It's all tied together like a knot. So the next time you loop a bunch of wires together and be like, oh man, I probably shouldn't do that. Well, the OEM does it. Okay, that's what we all took out of it, and that's what we have left. Let's make sure we still have turn signals. 4 ways work. You can tell that. The clock works. It's the little things that make you happy. Turn signals still work. Headlights, all that works. Anything that's important in that thing is the clock for some people, but the most important in that thing is you have to keep the wiring for the 4 ways if you want to keep your turn signals. Otherwise you have no turn signals at all. So I want turn signals. We're gonna whoop everybody's ass in a streetcar just a little bit more. Got it. Yeah, both of them work. Everything works, guys. We got that done. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Kind of like that. I almost feel like painting the whole dash that color now. You guys have to let me know. Should we just keep that OEM? I kind of like the OEM though. I do like how good this flat black does turn out. I think it looks pretty good to me. Sun's hitting it, so I'm not sure if it's going to glare for you guys or not, but it would help clean it up some, like some of these cracky areas. Might just tape it up, paint these areas like this where the glue is. Maybe tape down in there too. That'll have to all be cut out anyway when the cage goes in. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Now we just need to get that back in there. We gotta put our wiring underneath that. When that goes back in there, we can put that, tape these right here to the loom. And then there's 3 places we can mount underneath that dash. So our wiring is nice and tucked. And then once that goes in there, we got to start putting the 450 into place. So next video, putting the dash in, installing the 450 where we want it to be at. Thanks for watching.